Hello, my friends and fellow beaders and my fellow crafters. Welcome back in. Welcome, 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 and happy BEADMAS Day 3 to each and every one of you. Happy Day 3 of BEADMAS. Yay! I'm so excited, you guys. This is just a blast. I so enjoyed doing this last year. I'm so glad I'm doing it again this year, and I'm so grateful and blessed to be able to bring a little joy and a little sparkle and a little inspiration, I hope, to your holiday season. So, my friends, as you can tell from the thumbnail, we're going to do a beautiful pair of earrings today. The Serenity Earrings is what I have in store for day 3. Let me pull them in. A kit. So beautiful. They're holiday inspired. They're darling and delicate, but they're a little bit of sparkle in there. And frankly, friends, we can wear these pretty much. I mean, green aventurine and some Czech pearl. Are you kidding? We can wear these 12 months a year. So that is what we're making today, the Serenity Earrings. Guys, I am so excited. I can't even stand myself. I can't even contain, by the way, my gleefulness to this like 15 by 12 inch space. I'm not joking. Like, guys, I love nothing better than crafting. And there you go. There's a fun fact. Friends, I have been crafting, like I've had a glue gun since I was a teenager. If I can glue gun, if I can get something from any craft store and make it myself, I will do it. I love crafting. I also scrapbook, by the way. There's something else. There's another fun fact about me during BEADMAS you guys did not know. I'm a huge scrapbooker. I've been scrapbooking for about 25 years. Love it. Love it. So let me pull you down, my lovies, if I can contain myself and find my words. I'm so excited. My friends, here we have our darling Serenity Earrings. Let me show you what I've done. Now, of course, you can make the bottom there. I did a spiral. You can do anything you want. Here you can do a really cute, like, little chunky head pin, like a cute little head pin here with your craft wire that you get in the kit. You really could do anything. You could just do a couple of wire wrap components. You could do a cool, like a zigzag. So lots of fun different things. You could do just like a hoop. Lots of fun things and variations here. But they're just so beautiful, friends, and they're very darling. I love, love, love these. You can also put your beads on any way you want. I'm going to show you what I did. This is obviously what I did, and we'll continue to make that style over here. Let me tell you what you'll get in your Serenity Earring Kit. You will get, my friends, 2 of everything. So your green aventurine is in the bicone. So beautiful. And our Czech glass beads, my friends. So we have the Czech pearls in the white. We have the Czech fire polish in the silver. And then we have the Czech in the little silver cubes. I cannot. Isn't it so cute? So cute. And our craft wire, friends, you get 20 gauge titanium is the color. Your para-wire, so it's a copper core, tarnish resistant. You'll get 14 inches of this in your kit. Of course, it'll be wound up and you'll use your nylon jaw to straighten your wire out. However, I coiled it, obviously, to ship, and you can cut it any size, but I'm giving you 14 inches because what I did here was I cut like roughly 2 3-inch pieces per earring. And you can do 2-inch pieces or you can do a little bit longer, but you do have 12 inches. And if you've got some of your own craft wire, you can make them longer if you want. But they're just a beautiful, beautiful, darling earring. I just think they're so appropriate for this time of year. So that's what we're going to get into, friends. Let's get to it. So day 3, Serenity Earrings. All right, friends. So, of course, as I just mentioned, I already cut my wire. I cut these 3 inches each, basically, roughly around 3 inches, and straighten them out. And now I'm going to go ahead and flush cut, and we're just going to do some simple components here. Now, the first one I'm going to do a spiral. So, oh, friends, I'm so sorry. See, I'm just too excited, guys. I can't even keep up with myself. Tools, my friends. It'd be appropriate if I let you know the tools. So basic tools, friends. A good nipper tool, your nylon jaw, to straighten out your wire. And, of course, some chain nose and some round nose, my friends, or your 6-step. Either one works. So what I'm gonna do to get going here, friends, is I'm gonna grab my round nose. Now you can do anything you want, like I said on the bottom here. It's really up to you. I'm gonna do a little spiral. So to start out my spiral, let me get you pulled in here. I am going to go to the very tip of my barrel on my round nose here. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to the edge of my wire and turn in as small of a loop as I can. Okay, I think I've got it. And there we go. So I'm just gonna turn in a loop to do my spiral. Now I'm going to grab my chain nose, put my chain nose over the loop, and I'm just gonna use this hand to shape my wire around in a spiral as I'm holding the shape in the chain nose here. And we'll just keep going round and round a couple times. You can make any size spiral you want. I believe I went around 3 times, something like that, I believe here. I think so. Yep, it looks like I did. So there we go. And now I am going to grab my thin chain nose, go to the end of the wire right above my spiral, and I'm going to go ahead and kick that up just like that. So that's now going to center my spiral on my wire. So now you have a little lollipop, just like that. The next thing I'm going to do is simply feed on my beads. So I'm going to do my fire polish and my bicone Aventurine. And then I am going to grab my chain nose, go right above that Aventurine, making sure my spiral is facing up and down, and put a bend in our wire. So we'll bend that over, and then we'll grab a round nose and turn in a loop and wrap that up. And now the next component, I will wire wrap it directly to this one. So we can just close this up, and I just did like 2 wraps. I wanted these to be really dainty. So I'm doing like 2 wraps on each of my components here. Okay, and let's get that trimmed off and tucked in. Super, super simple pair of earrings, but they pack a beautiful punch, huh? Just love these. They're just really, really darling. And let me straighten my loop out there. Get things all nice and straight. And so now that's what I have. And now I am going to grab my other piece of wire. We'll do a wire wrap loop and wrap it right to that one. And so we will go down just a smidge here. And let's put a bend in the wire. And going with our round nose, we will pull a loop in. And, oops, before we tighten that loop up, we will open that and attach it to this one. And now we will close the door there and wrap it up. And there's 2 nice wraps. And we'll trim and tuck. Trim and tuck. What a fun time of year. I hope you guys are really enjoying this series and are finding some creativity and some inspiration, like I said. And, you know, just have some fun. You know, it's been a chaotic year, right? I mean, we've all got stuff, right? And so this is really helping me, I will tell you. It really is, guys. It's getting me in the holiday spirit. It's keeping my mind off of anything trying to get me down. You know, I just am loving. So there we go. Now I'm just gonna feed on my pearl and my little square check and get those pushed down there. There we go. And now I am going to do another loop and wire wrap that up, and we'll pop it on the component and be done. Now when I'm going to do this top loop, I am going to make sure that my earring is facing this way. So again, that spiral is facing like this direction. Now if I need to turn my loop, we can do that too. So we'll just put a little bend in the wire there and come in with our round nose and do a wire wrap loop. And grab some pliers, we'll hold that and wrap it up. Now, another idea, guys, if you do get this kit, is just cut your wire as you go to reserve, right? So you can do that too. You know, you can cut your wire by component. Don't pre-cut your wire. That way you don't short yourself. So that's another idea. And so now I'm just going to make sure that everything is straight and looks the way that I want it to look. Let me straighten that loop out a little. And when I lay it down, I want to make sure that everything, my loops are, everything's going the right direction, basically. And we're just going to literally pop this on the ear wire, guys. And then we just pinch that closed with some chain nose pliers. Super, super simple. Just give that a little baby squeeze there. And now we have some beautiful Serenity earrings. These are so darling, guys. Hope the lighting is picking them up today. And, you know, what a great gift. What a great gift. I can't think of a better gift than a, 5-minute pair of earrings if I wasn't chit-chatting. Oh my goodness, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed day 3. Our Serenity earrings. Beautiful green Aventurine and Czech glass. Oh, so beautiful. We will see you tomorrow for day 4. Be blessed, my friends.